What's up, guys? Welcome to Quantum Ascent. I got a good one for you today. We're going to take a look at the Cardano Altseason Target. I've put together a video on this. It was back in March. That's pretty much the same thing, but good info. Wanted to refresh it and update it for you guys, especially now that we're kind of getting ready here for alt season to get started. So if you can look, guys, ADA, Cardano, and Ethereum Classic, I mean, these macros look so similar. Ethereum Classic being a little bit ahead. But they have the same market makers. Charles Hoskinson was involved with both projects, I believe. I'm like 99% he was in Ethereum Classic. And so, like, looking at these structure guys, we're so close to this vertical moment here. You can see that right now Cardano's waiting on that fifth wave. Ethereum Classic already put that fifth wave in back during that last bull run. So that last bull run for Ethereum Classic happened 2020, early 2021. This right here. Okay, that was our last bull run. And look where we were at that time, flagging right in here, right on top of that high, right? Got above it. Well, look right here. Start drawing some parallels for you. So what it looks like is right now, this is this, right? These are weekly charts. So this is obviously taken a little bit longer on the consolidation, but the whole chart has. I mean, this was released August of 2016, October of 20, maybe not, year and a half apart. But if we look now, I'm going to go ahead and start drawing some stuff out for you. This came back above that level there, right, and dipped below it to consolidate. Came right back up that level there, dipped below it to consolidate. You can see that we have this first move, and then we come up and flag. We have this first move, we come up and flag before we go. But even looking back, guys, you have this peak before one more comes in, this peak right here before one more comes in. I mean, there are parallels all over this place. Even this structure right here is similar to this structure right here, right? Like, again, having the same market makers too, it's almost like a cheat code for this thing. And so I've been talking about on the channel for a while how I want to get into ADA, how I want Cardano in my portfolio, because it is one of my higher conviction plays for what's about to happen here. So let me get rid of some of this trash for you. I'm just willy-nilly circling stuff because it's fun. Let's take a look now at what we had on this wave for Ethereum Classic. So if I draw fibs here between the third and fourth, you can see this wave right here came up just shy of the 236. Let me do the same thing over here. Make that a little bit bigger. That's the hardest part about this. Okay, and this circle just got massive. Look at that. All right, anyway. This too, just shy of the 236, just shy of the 236. This comes up in between the 309 and the 382. This right here, get rid of that, comes right up between the 309 and 382. A little bit closer to 382 than that got, but like, come on, it's not perfect, right? And then we drop back below that level that we talked about right here. Drop back below that level that we talk about right here, and we're consolidating before that move. Look what comes next. That's violent. That's violent, but you guys see how similar these structures are, right? Okay, so Ethereum Classic made it up to its 3618. In a similar scenario for Cardano here, the 3618, right up there at like 1067. How far of that was a move from, let's say, we'll take it from this low here, right? So it looks like that right there. That ended up being like a 1700% move from where we're at right now. We'll say that's that low. It's about 1900%, right? So a little bit more, but still really close. 1700% will get us up to 934. That's closer to 2000 right there at 1067, right? And again, kind of hard. We're taking it from this moment, saying it's that moment, but structure's a little bit different. Let me see here. If I break Ethereum Classic down into a 2-day chart, Let's see if this structure is any clearer. I mean, guys, even this structure right here, you had this crazy ass wick. I think that's when they announced the reserve. Trump announced the crypto reserve. But if that wasn't there, I mean, check this out. I'll do it for you right now. And again, this is weekly for Cardano. It was like an ABC, right? Well, what happened over here? An ABC. We came back up into this little peak right there, came back up into this little peak right there, and we had one more drop, right? That one didn't go quite as low. This one came in and kind of set a double bottom, right? But you can still see that even zoomed in. It's not perfect, and this was some crazy news event, but like you get rid of that, these are very similar. And it would be like us just being right in here right now, right? Just waiting. Look how close that is. So again, you can't always copy and paste fractals, but guys, like I said, these are the same market makers. Like, this is how this stuff works. So I'm looking at that area up there, right around 1067, 1250. That's my range, because it still could go the full extension. The other way to measure it is a lot of times here, let's go like that. We would say that a minimum move on this up around $4 for Cardano. So I'll put that in as the conservative target. Actually, let's do this. $4 could be the conservative target. A full extension of these first three waves gets us up to the 1618 at 490. So we'll say that our conservative measurement is right there at 490, but we're going to keep going because that's not our final target. But you see how that worked? So this full extension of this move so far gets us up to the 1618. So that's some pretty big confluence there. I mean, there's a chance that, we pop up there. That's where it settles down and back test, and then we go the full extension. You can see over here with Ethereum Classic, it got to its last all-time high, rejected, and then went on one more big run. So for Cardano, that would be like it getting up to 312, rejecting back down to 167. So this could be in Bitcoin's run-up. Everything gets rejected. Alts are in wave 4. That brings us back down. I'm looking over here at the 0.5 at 167, and then that thing can go into its blow off and get us up there into that range. So guys, I know I'm throwing a lot at you. I hope that you're keeping up, but I wanted you to see, like, this just makes too much sense right now. It's why I've been pretty hyped on Cardano as well. So if I draw just this most recent range, and we talked the other day about some of these extensions, if you pull the 236 up to the top of that range, and this can happen sometimes, you see there's some confluence up here at the 3618 of this and the 4236 of the big one. That also gets us out to that 1255. So I know I threw a lot of targets at you right now, so here's what I'm doing. Right there, our conservative is going to be 490, our primary is going to be 1067, and our secondary up there at 1245. And that's it. And not only did I show you mathematically how that works with fibs on the Cardano chart, but I showed you how that's worked in the past. So, and again, same market makers, same founder involved. It's just, we're right there, guys. Hopefully you can see how clean this is, because I feel really good about Cardano getting up into that $10 level. So if you guys could do me a favor, if you could follow, like, repost. Been doing TA a long time, and I just want to help as many of you guys as I can. I released an ebook a couple weeks ago on building the perfect crypto portfolio. You can check that link out in the bio of my X account or in the description of this YouTube video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, super bullish on Cardano. Feeling good about alts in general. We're about to get kicked off, guys. Have a great day.